I told Ty Dolla Sign in his face, like, this beat, like this, I just told him the song is hard, like, what he got going, but it needs a new beat and it need me on there. Then I wrote a song for Kanye last year, but it's just like, I've been this beast, right? It wasn't like we just started.
Mid Hero's Journey. We back with another episode. We got my boy here, King Rasta.
Yep, Rasta Tahj, man. Big Rasta, aka your girlfriend or something. I know I'm the shit. I'm gonna let you know, straight up, but like humbly. Yeah, he's like, there's no more seats. He's like, everybody, we gotta get up and sit out there. Rasta, there's more seats out there.
How long you been like in LA?
I just hit like 4 years up there. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been living out here like 4 years now.
Hell yeah. I had a spot in DC for a minute too, but I let it go when I came out here, kind of like after the first year.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to do the 2 crib thing, but it was just it was kind of like, I don't need that crib no more. I'm good.
Yeah, the DC one.
Yeah.
You're saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you were engineering at that time.
Yeah,
too.
in DC.
Yeah.
Yup.
And were you releasing your own music too?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was creating
fine.
like a nice buzz in the city and just working with all the popular artists there, doing shows, throwing my own shows on the radio. Like, just, I thought, DC was it, so I was trying to take it over, but then I started traveling a little more. I was like, I actually started in North Carolina at A&T. I went to North Carolina A&T. You heard
Drumline.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
drumline.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the drumline, but yeah, it was good times at the school, HBCU vibes, Yeah, I was doing shows then, rapping, handing CDs out and stuff, like all type of stuff.
Do you think it's like more important for artists to try to build a buzz like where they're from versus like going to a Atlanta or an LA and trying to like make it with like no
Definitely, it's better to
following?
start building in your city, because I think so. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better because at least I think it's just better because if you go to like LA, you'll get chewed up much quicker here. So it's kind of like a good starting point, so you don't just jump into the like big leagues of LA, like I would say, and then you really get your feelings hurt out here. I mean, you could be lucky and do it, but most of the times, I think you're a little more seasoned. Once you're a little seasoned, then it's like, all right, cool, like, it's But if you're from LA, then it's kind of like you see it growing up. So some people probably take it more for granted, though.
Yeah. And when you say like chewed up, like where do you see that? Like in sessions or like in life or
Chewed up and like chasing your dream, honestly. Because it's like just chasing your dreams without any like real, them years in kind of can be
you said the what?
like putting those years in or like
yeah.
those hours in. I feel like it's better to start that where you're from and get that support and from your hometown and like the people that know you for when you grow up. So then when you're doing it big, it's kind of like, okay, he been doing that versus like running from where you're from to be that. It's like, I don't know.
And for you,
Yeah.
well, how did your music journey start? Like how did you
High school, I dropped a mixtape, but before that, I was just always like playing the drums and just musically like inclined. I could like read music and stuff, or I was doing like solos at church, like singing, just like understood melodies, beats. I was the guy on the table always with the 2 pencils, beating the table, like like everybody freestyling. And I was around go-go too, so I was like a lot of drums, melody, just different pockets. So I was just super in tune with like beats and stuff. But I didn't know how to rap at first. I knew like rap music, but I just knew how to kind of sing. I knew melodies, you know. I knew melodies really well, but rapping was like, okay, I had to really practice that for a while.
And what program did you start? Like when you started?
What was it? GarageBand. Yeah, GarageBand first. Then I went to Logic. Then Pro Tools.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so now, is all your workflow in Pro Tools?
most of it. Yeah, most of it. I dibbled dab in like Ableton a little bit or Fruity Loops or like the machine software. It's like the Native Instrument software. They got their own software I use for producing, but Pro Tools primarily for like cooking up. Then I use like Final Cut and for like editing videos, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or CapCut too sometimes. If CapCut be hit or miss sometimes.
And so I know you said you were like doing shows and stuff in
Yeah, yeah.
DC. What what was like the turning point and what did it look like for you when like you started seeing money or like opportunity from music?
First moment, shoot, probably in college. Uh, they were doing, they were looking. I'm trying to remember how. I had cousins at different schools and stuff, and they had these like I had like different fan bases growing from school, so I would just network and reach out to different schools. Like if they needed a performing artist, I could perform. Da, da, da. And then I got this my cousin's school. Forgot what school it was. It was like something Wesleyan or something. But he went there and they was like, "Yeah, we'll pay you $800 to come perform." I was like, $800? Hell yeah! Like, got pulled up with the homies and the whole squad, performed. It was dope. I was like, wow, okay, I could get paid to perform. And then I had a studio set up because I used to work at Guitar Center in high school, so I was already around the stuff. Like, so I just started collecting like mics and speakers, all that type of stuff. So I was like the home studio guy, at a young age. So everybody always wanted to pull up, record with me. Like my house was like the community house for real. Like my parents, you know what I'm saying? They was very door open, like invite all your friends over type parents. So my house was always like the cookout spot or whatever, the hangout spot essentially.
And when you first started uploading music,
Yeah.
what were you using? Like what platforms?
What was it? Spinrilla, Spotify. Yes. Oh, no, not Spotify. SoundCloud and Spinrilla. Like whatever mixtape sites, like live mixtapes, YouTube. I used. It was just whatever was free access, like because most people wasn't trying to subscribe to nothing like that. So I'm like, how can I get everybody send the link out or whatever? So then I had hard CDs too. Crazy, like I was part of that era, so I'm like grateful for that because I'm like, I remember printing out CDs and the cover arts and had like. I used to deliver pizza for Papa John's and all that. And was like had a pizza with the mixtape and a blunt too if they needed it. I was like the full package. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was college day, yeah. But high school, I would just drop the mixtape, and the people around the school started like, uh, just talking about it. And then I featured on one of my friends from high school. I featured on his mixtape, and that verse was super hard. Like it was, but that studio was the first time I was in like a real studio. It was um, I know like Wale recorded there, just certain big names from DMV. So I was like listening to the vocals and the quality. So then from there, I think that's when I was like, yeah, this is what I'm about to really pursue from that moment. And I was like 16, 17. Yeah.
So before then, you were kind of like you were doing music in church. You
Yeah.
just love music. You were just kind of doing it all the time,
Yeah, I played the
regardless.
djembe, like African drumming, like all type of musical stuff. Like after my after school was always something music related. If it wasn't football,
And then what was? I know you just mentioned the feature verse
yeah,
on your boy's tape.
yeah.
Was that like the first time that you felt like you put something out and it was like kind of buzzing, or did you have like other moments early on that were like, oh shit, like
It
people
was
is
like in
listening,
the high
like,
school, but it wasn't super buzzing. I would say probably like in college for sure,
mm,
because I put out a couple songs that was like getting played like in the A&T, like it was like a school cafeteria and all that, you know, the caf or whatever, and they were playing it like on the speakers in the cafeteria or like around the campus, like it was just playing. So I was like, wow. Or people like random people was coming up to me like telling me they liked it and stuff like that. So that
mm-hmm.
was like, and that was like a love song too, a heartbreak song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's fire.
All my homies was singing it. It was like a thing, and that's when I first was like, oh yeah, like it's true.
That's fire, man. Hey, thank you for sliding. Thank you for pulling up, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me. I just saw what you had going on, and so I'm a very like intuitive person. I just be like, shoot, if my heart's on it, I'll do it, or like I don't think too hard about it. If it's like got the you know, if it's on my spirit, I'll be like that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's dope. I try to be the same way with a
Yeah.
lot of things. Like it really don't cost too much a lot of times to like try something.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Or just straight up do something and be like, oh, did I like it?
Yeah,
Is it for
make time
me?
for it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I like I saw my homie on here, Swice. Shout out Swice.
Shout out Swice.
And yeah, man, I saw you just starting the podcast off. I said, shoot, let me help boost it up, and she might be bigger podcast than all the others one day. You never know.
Yeah, yeah,
So
thank you. Yeah,
yeah,
I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I always love, especially that era of like YouTube
mm-hmm.
where it stopped being like people just uploading videos and like you being able to go on YouTube and find like rare footage.
Yeah,
So like a lot of the rare
mm-hmm.
Kanye videos,
Yeah.
Tupac interview at his art school in high, you know what I'm talking about, in high school
Wow, no,
when
I
he's
gotta see that.
yeah, bro. There's
I
like
gotta
this
see that.
interview. It's hours long. I don't even know why they did that, but they interviewed Tupac when he was like 16
Crazy.
at art school, and it's
He was
like,
clearly special then. They
yeah,
they knew he
yeah,
was
oh
special
yeah.
then.
Nah, it's insane, bro. Because when you watch it, it's literally the same message. Like
Wow.
you might almost think he didn't even learn nothing between 16 to
And
20
20,
because
yeah,
he already had the message that
yeah.
he wanted
He
to
was
give at
locked in.
16.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I thought like
Wow.
I know a lot of people in the industry. I'm cool with a lot of people who know
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people in the
Mm-hmm.
industry. I'm like, this could be a situation where that is, where I
Mm-hmm.
have some of the earlier interviews of people that, take off and do really dope stuff, or they've done stuff already
Yeah.
and
Come
maybe
and
it's
tell a
just,
story or something
yeah,
about it. Right,
exactly.
right. Facts.
Yeah. I love that you are from DC too.
Oh man,
That's
yeah,
dope.
Capital City, man. My grandparents there. My whole family's there, bro. Like both sides of the family. It's really big. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people know, I feel like, but a lot of people don't know
Yeah.
that DC has one of the like best nightlifes.
It's pretty lit there.
Right?
Yeah, it's different. Like LA, I mean DC has this like U Street, Adams Morgan, H Street. And there's a lot of spots like near like DC that's like the wharf. It's just all these spots that's super like they're outside. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and the East Coast has this like benefit, especially like when you compare it to California,
Hmm.
where like if you're in DC, you can drive 2 hours and be in Philly.
Yeah.
You could
It's
drive
close. Huh?
3, 4 hours and be in New York. You could
Yeah.
drive an hour and be in Virginia. It's like, and every place is mad different.
Super different. Yeah.
Like you
Whole
getting
different
different
vibe.
foods,
Yeah.
different other countries tend to like migrate there for some reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I think DC and just that area has so much culture to
It's a
offer.
lot. Yeah, bro. It's a lot. DC is like I'll forever have love for DC. I had to get out of there just because I just seen everything I feel like I need to see there, but it's like somewhere I could always go back. Feel like,
Hmm.
yeah, super like super comfy there, just too comfy. That was too comfy. Yeah.
Was there a specific moment that happened that, you know, decided like, oh yeah, it's time to go? Or like
Hell
now,
yeah.
or even the opportunity to go?
Man, I was low key. I was staying like in the hood for real, and I was like, man, I gotta get out of here because it was like I was getting too popular with the music. So random people, some people was coming up to me like, "Yo, you Rasta?" And that could go like either this way or that way. You know, like a lot of times it was like, oh man, like. But thank God it was all good. Most of it was good times, like. But I just started feeling like I was just mm, trying to like prove myself to like my community, but they weren't really like receptive because it's like I wasn't doing like they were receptive and they were like a lot of people was messing with it, but they wanted it's just more gangster rap culture, you know. And I wasn't really talking about shoot 'em up and all that stuff like that. So it was like this crowd's not really feeling it, but I was like they will though once I'm bigger, like you know.
Mm.
But it's like yeah, I was just like I'll be like beating a dead horse trying to like get them to like if I'm on Don Tolliver vibes or something else, like they might not really see it me being here, but maybe they'll see it like when I'm on stage with Don Tolliver or something, you know, or you know what I'm saying in the different lighting. So I had to, and I feel like now like all those rappers or that community that wasn't embracing it now they more embrace it for sure. Just after like all the accomplishments and stuff. So.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still like just getting started. I feel like as far as the accomplishments, well, not just getting started, but it's like just starting to like click. You know,
Hmm.
but you know, it's the process.
Yeah, I feel like it can be interesting seeing people that you work with, people you know,
Hmm.
people you grow
Hmm.
up with, going on and doing certain things,
Yeah.
and you know like how effectively can people judge it, you know,
Yeah.
like how good it is or not good it is, or you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
So a lot of times people's, you know, standard kind of becomes, well, who's famous? And
Yeah.
like, oh, so my boy did it with the famous dude. Oh, so it is that
Yeah.
good,
So
you
now it
know?
is that good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been writing songs, right? Like I've been making music, writing for other people, producing like beat like whole songs from scratch for people, you know? And they be dope songs, like super dope. And but they didn't really like people ain't really probably they knew I was talented, but then I wrote a song for Kanye last year, which was epic, right? And just that type of cosign, you know, alone is like, oh wow, like he's a beast writer, you know. But it's just like I've been this beast writer. It wasn't like it just started
Hmm.
that day. But, you know, it takes time to get to that point, of course, you know, so but I feel like it's something that people have to see it for like they have just you have to like they just have to see it like you know you can't really you could tell them a million ways but until they see it like a certain way then
Was there any point in, think about the whole process of that song for Kanye, right?
mm-hmm.
Was there any point where you made a decision that saved it and it could have went the other way?
mm,
You know what I mean?
like where like the opportunity almost was like not there type thing.
Yeah. Or do you feel like it was pretty, it just flowed freely and it didn't really matter too much, like it was going to happen? Or do you feel
Mm.
like there were some moments where maybe somebody else might have slipped up and lost the opportunity?
Yeah. Uh, that whole situation was definitely just aligned for me. I feel like, you know, just from meeting them to but you know, it wasn't like honestly just like this is how I felt. Just getting, I always get put in different rooms, right? You go in different rooms and you can make connections, or you can go home like not really making too many connections. I've always been the type to see if I can make any connections worth having, you know, versus keeping like my mouth closed. So just kind of like moving strategically, networking, you know, it put me with different artists that, and then I knew that one of the artists I got with would like, you know, just I mean, I've been with so many different big, you know, big artists, but you know that, you know, Ye is a different level artist, you know. So it's like one of the artists I work with, Dave Blunts. You heard of him?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, Dave Blunts, he super dope guy. He you know, got on Kanye's radar, on Ye's radar, and just you know, it's just about like being in the room, man. Like yeah, Ye pulled up on us and connected, and then he met me, and just you know, the energy was just it was something that he wanted to continue to work with, and that could have went left, you know what I'm saying? But just being just authentic, I guess. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it led to another thing. So it's just about being like ready for the moment. Because if I was kind of just already ready for like that level of like mastery, kind of in a sense, because that's what he looks for is who's the best at this, who's the best at that. You know, so I was the best guy at the moment for that job, and yeah, it was dope.
And so when you say like you network, right? And you
Yeah,
chop it up with people, one of the biggest things that people fear is like rejection, right?
yeah, yeah.
How do you look at that? Like when you see a room full of five people, or you know
Mhm,
you're about to network with five people in the next week,
mhm,
how do you evaluate like,
mhm.
oh, like three of them hit me back,
Yeah,
two of them hit me. Like how do you handle that?
I don't feel rejection. I'm numb to it because, well, thank God. Well, DC made me numb to rejection because I, growing up, like we used to just, you know, just young, stupid, silly kids, like high school kids. We just always was trying to like holler at girls and stuff. Like, meanwhile, I was a complete virgin, probably, you know, back then. Like, I wasn't doing nothing, but I was just hollering at. Like, we'd be taking the metro to school, you know, on the bus, to train. And me and my boys used to be like just challenging each other, like, "Yo, see that girl? You gotta go talk to her." And it's like, "All right, I'm gonna go talk to her." Rejected, you know, and just ooh, that hurt. But like, all right, and I probably after the 100th time, I was like, who gives a fuck if they like reject me, you know? And just that, but not just that, but it's just like different things at a young age. I just was getting rejected from a lot of different stuff. I felt like, and then I just started realizing like, oh, it just really takes that one yes to like kind of, you know, scratch all those no's, you know? Like it'd be that one girl that's like, yeah, like let's go on a date, like you. And I'm like, okay, like if I didn't shoot those other 10 shots, I'll be still sitting here like, dang, where's my girl, you know? So that really like that rejection, bro, is like, mm, like it just turned me into a dog. But throughout life, just dealing with different rejections, you know?
I love that. I
Yeah, but I
love
don't
that.
feel it, especially now. I'm like cold hearted almost to like the feeling of like, oh, what if like this? You know, I'm always like, what if they say yeah, like like I got a track I put on with Ty Dolla Sign last year, late last year, and I wasn't even supposed to be on that track. I like, but I told Ty Dolla Sign in his face like this beat, like this. I just told him the song is hard, like what you know what he got going, but it need a new beat and it need me on there. Straight up. I showed him. I'm like, he's like, okay. I showed him. I put the new beat, put a new verse on for me. Showed him with a room full of people too. Like they all like damn, when is coming out? Oh, what's this? Who's that? That's you. Oh, the girls in there. Oh, you sound good, Rasta. He like, dang, Rasta taking my bitches, like, but not like that, But just he was like, damn, like, But and just being bold enough to like, yo, Ty Dolla, let me get the aux and play this. Like most people would be like, no, I'm not taking the aux from Ty Dolla song. I was like, shit. Worst thing he could say is, nah, not right now, bro. Like, whatever. Rejection, right? He's like, yeah, Rasta go. At first, he actually played with me. He's like, nah, you can't have the ox. I'm like, ooh. He's like, psych nah, bro. Da, da, da. I'm like, one of them moments. I'm like, okay, okay. Boom, played the song. He's like, this is the second time I played it for him. He's just like hearing it again, kind of more with the people. So I'm like, yeah, this record's so crazy, bro. So I'm working on getting that cleared. But that record, like, I had to like damn near bully my way on there, kind of like it's like a Kanye moment, like just like same mentality, like yo, I know I'm the shit. I'm gonna let you know, straight up, but like humbly, you know.
No, that's amazing.
So like when that record comes out, it's gonna be like the right time. It's gonna make sense. But um, yeah, bro, just not taking like no for an answer.
And
Mhm.
so, what version of like Kanye do you feel like you experienced?
Super cool, Kanye. Like he was hospitable. He was like his just meeting his team and stuff. Like he was very in a creative mode, very attentive mode. He wasn't like he was making sure everybody like I was taken care of. Like it was very like yeah, he made sure I was taken care of, bro. So I can't say nothing bad about him. And he was fun to be around for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was nah. This is what I'll say about Ye. Like I really like was like yo like man this dude's like not all bad like they say, bro, like or whatever. Like he's cool. Like it's a table and everybody's eating. It's like 11. It's like 12 seats or whatever. Say right, or 8 seats. It was like 12 seats. Probably it was a full table of people. I came up last from the studio that we built in the place we were at. And I'm like, I get my plate, and there's a seating. We're in a $30 million mansion, like it's beautiful mansion. See the Mediterranean Sea from the view is sick, and they're all sitting at the table. I come with my plate. I'm like, there's nowhere to sit, so I go outside. It's a nice view, beautiful view. I'm like, I'm gonna just sit out here, and then by myself. It's okay. I'm like, it's cool. I'm just about to eat. Everybody's like, all right, like, everybody starts getting up. I'm like, dang, like, I'm like, no, y'all ain't got to do that. But, everybody come outside because he's like, we all got to eat together. Like, now, just seeing like little stuff like that, it's like, yo, he ain't have to do that. He could have just been like, yeah, go eat out there. Like,
yeah.
so just stuff like that was just like, you know, super warm, warm feeling like okay, like he actually cares like, about the little stuff like that. So and how he was catering to his wife and stuff. Like he just I think I just got caught him at a time where he was really just in a like loving stage or just like peaceful stage, like, he got all these resources, so it's just and he got so much going on in his life, but he was still able to like be here. So I thought that was cool.
And was the scheduling of the sessions like the days, did they pretty much go the same like every day you were there, or were there like
Nah,
big
it was like
differences?
different. Yeah, 12 hours out the day, just being with him, and then just like he was a multitasking like expert. Like he would have like a whole fashion like design show going over here, like just doing all this. And you have some guys editing a video here. Then he had writers over here, and then it was me and one other engineer he had there, and working on like mixes or writing stuff or. But yeah, it was just like a whole camp going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm hoping he'll do another one this summer or like But I actually just talked to some of the guys that were there today. So definitely just like you said, like I told you, like I'm networking, I be networking heavy. So I went there and I'm talking about the security know me on the first name basis, like the pianist, all the producers there, like, and I wasn't even like really trying to force my way on people or nothing like that. It was just like my presence. I just let it be known. Everybody was already showing me love for being there, but it was like, just leaving that impact, So then I tried to do that in like the smallest room. So, it was like getting to that room. It just felt like another session for real, but just it was an exotic place though. It was in Spain, so it was sick. Yeah.
And for you, do you have like management? Do you have like a publishing artist deal? Do you have
No, nope. Yeah, all the stuff I've done so far has just been independent. Like I got a distribution team I started with like a year ago, um, and it's been cool. But I haven't really wanted to take too much help. I don't know. I don't like handouts too much, or like I don't want to owe nobody too much. So I like to just get it out the mud. So it's been cool though. Just but just hey, the independent route definitely. Yeah, for
and you
now.
you think even with like let's say you get some of those clearances or even
Hmm.
new clearances,
Yeah,
new features and stuff,
yeah. I got some big features on the way.
you
Yeah,
think you just probably still stay independent?
yeah. Yeah, until like it don't make sense, like till it's like, dang, like I got some crazy offers. But even with that, I don't know. I'm already making a living off music now without anything. So if it's about just making more money, there's so many blueprints out there that it works. It's a lot more work. But with the right people, right team, like pretty much, it's just like the only thing a label would do is just give me more, I guess, gains up front, right? Money, but or more what resources, I guess. But mm, yeah, at least for now, I don't see it. Cause all my friends who signed to something is just like get sticky.
Hmm. And I know you mentioned Dave Blunts, and
Yeah, yeah, that's my
yeah,
boy.
I saw you like in the video, like at a video shoot with them too, right?
Did you see his latest one, The Unnecessary? It just dropped, I think, today.
I'm not sure if I saw that. I
It's the
saw the one
newest
that was
one.
on your page.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Expensive Taste.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that definitely was it.
Yeah,
Because they
yeah,
brought the lobster out and
yeah.
all
That
that.
song.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
that song
yeah.
so far. Yeah, we. That's my single. I put me and Dave on the same song.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, it's like that's what I'm like one of those. I'm an engineer, right? But I'm like one of those engineers that can like rap and sing and do all that like on a high level. So a lot of times it's hard for me to like put my artist hat away the whole time. It's like I'll keep the engineer hat on for as long as I can, but then I'm like, man, like I'm really just waiting a lot of times for my entrance into check me out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that engineer that's like, yo, let me play your song before you go, and after the session or something. So that that some artists are cool with collabing, some aren't. I'm not really too pressed to collab with anybody like that. But um, yeah, me and Dave just click heavy, so it made sense. We got like hella tracks too. Like yeah, we got another one coming out called Counting Tattoos, coming out probably this summer. Shit's fire, bro. Like fire.
I feel like there's so many different like jobs and opportunities that people have
Hmm.
where they do kind of get that pocket to
Hmm.
like intro themselves in another
Yeah.
way than how they might be working.
Yeah.
And it's like so many, you're scared of your boss, you're scared of like
Literally.
rejection, scared
Yeah.
of, but that's,
Like with Ye, like he hired me for engineering to come out there. It wasn't. Nothing dealing with writing, rapping, singing, nothing else. Just engineering. Like he knew my mixes was fire. You know, he heard he was. I think he had one of the mixes I did, one of the reference tracks. He had it on repeat, like in his ear. And that's why I always say put your stamp on everything you do, because like every mix I ever sent out, it'll say Rasta mix on there. So he probably, I think, self consciously, you know, was thinking about me through that reference track just by seeing Rasta mix, Rasta mix, Rasta mix. And it's like, damn, I need Rasta mix. You feel me? Like, and I just that's just how you got to do. You got to really keep this. Put if you're proud of your work, definitely put your name on it. Yeah,
And
that's
the
it's
the
crazy.
reference was like a Dave Blunt's
Yeah, it's a
reference.
Dave Blunt's record. Yup, because he was writing for EA at the time. Like we did like the WW3 and all those songs. There's a lot of some other crazy songs I don't want to mention, but yeah.
My boy one day was like, "Yo, you gotta listen to this Ye song that Dave
uh,
Blunt's wrote," and I'm like, "Huh?" And he pulled it up on YouTube. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
yeah, he wrote a few crazy songs for him, but yeah, man, just being a part of that whole process, helping like Dave create those, like just being behind the boards, you know what I'm saying? Putting him in his zone and just taking it from that blessing to also working with him in person is just was like unbelievable. It's like, damn, how I get here, but it happens that fast.
What are some of the main things to you that you do as an engineer that you think like help session flows or artists' creativity?
mm, Something I do honestly, man, it's just first off just not being weird, like don't be, some just be too honestly, for me, I think it just helps when you're efficient and you're ready, you're on time, and you don't have to like they don't have to really tell you what to do. Some engineers, if even the people that feel like they need to tell me what to do, I'm like already 3 steps ahead of what they're about to tell me. So it's like once they see like, oh dang, like you already knew what to, it's kind of like I can relax now and let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like versus, damn, like, oh, put an echo here, put a drop there, do this, do that, make me sound this way. It's kind of like I already know genuinely how someone wants to sound just by hearing whatever their favorite song is they did. It don't take me much to like figure it out. And that just comes with years of experience of like messing with recording hella different artists, hearing different like vocals, just all that, bro. It's just as soon as I like hear the artist, especially once we work well with repeated times, but the first time is always super amazing. Like,
And do
yeah.
you prefer recording yourself or working with engineers for your
For
style?
my stuff, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
prefer recording myself. But I like when I do get an engineer, it feels good. It's like, oh, cool. Like I could scratch my back, but it feels better sometimes. You're like, oh, damn, like somebody else could scratch my back too. Like,
Hmm.
But I'm used to recording myself just from all the time. But I think it's quicker too when I record myself. But I'll take an engineer like for sure. Like yeah, like my birthday on Wednesday. Like I'm gonna be in the studio. I want somebody to record me then. But
Hmm.
not like hella, just like a song or two. I don't need too much. Like. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I might actually get Swice to come record with me
Mm.
for a birthday, let me say birthday gift.
Mm. Yeah, that's dope.
But it's cool, bro. Like just when I came to LA, I really told everybody here. Like I got here and was just like, yo, I'm the best engineer from the East Coast. I knew other engineers better than me on the East Coast, but I was telling, like I believed it that I was just legit one of them, and I just came with that attitude, bro. Like, I'm the best engineer on the East Coast, from the East Coast, coming to take over the West. Just every room I walked in, I tell people that, and they're like, all right, bet. He says he's the best. Let's see. And in every situation, it was just kind of like flawless. Like I'm the guy that like the first mix you hear, like it damn near sounds like you should drop it. You know, like you don't have. It's like people almost don't want to go back and edit it after because it's so good. The first one, it's like you typically, you know. So and that's just like I remember I had this one session, bro. Like Fulio was coming into the studio. Rest in peace, Fulio. And I had like 7 minutes to prepare. Like it was a brand new studio. I'd never been there before. I walk in, they're like, this is when I was just DMing every studio in LA, like just trying to get booked somewhere. Like, you know, like, yo, I'm an engineer. Come, he's like, can you? He's like, pull up today. I pull up. 7 minutes go by. 7 minutes go by, and they're like, do you want to? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Security on their job in here.
Hmm.
It's good, but not pretty much yet, man. The 7 minute I had 7 minutes to prepare for Fulio session, and he's like, "Can you be ready in 7 minutes?" I've never seen the studio before. Nothing's like stuff ain't set up right. It's just looking not ready. I say, you know, I look at everything there. I'm like, all right, give me 5 minutes. I could be ready in 5 minutes. No cap, like I was ready, bro, in 5 minutes, and Julio came in. It was like, you know, just working with the most hood rappers to the gospel artists. You know, I know how to kind of just be comfortable in every situation. Like, you know what I'm
And how are you with like budgeting? Like, are you somebody
saying?
that you like to buy shit? You don't really
Nah, I
like.
don't like buying nothing, bro. I'm cheap as hell. But sometimes I get in my little splurging bag, like on myself. I'll be like, man, like you've been working hard. Like I'm gonna treat myself to a seafood boil or some sneakers or, you know, or a new microphone. Like I bought a new microphone last week that just for myself. Like just for my artists I work with too, but just as a birthday gift to myself. Like, but I try to get in stuff that's more like a asset now for sure. But nah, yeah, I budget pretty well, bro. Like not too. I'm getting better, you know,
Yeah.
but I don't like just wasting money or like just yeah.
And
No.
what are some of like your biggest interests or hobbies
mm,
outside of music? Like when you're not working on music.
uh, what do I like to do? Bro, like in
Can you
my
say?
free time, I just like to record music.
Oh, that's
Like,
fire.
yeah, when I'm not working on somebody else's music or mixing something else, I'm like, oh, finally, like if it's a day off, I'm like, oh, great. I mean, like I was liking this one beat. Let me hop on that. Like that's what I would do in my free time. But also, I'll go to like the park or like go, you know, outside. I got my puppy, my dog. I take her out and run. You know, do some workouts or something. And sure, or I'll travel, go to another city. Um, but even when I'm in other cities, I'm more on like work mode. For like trying to, I'm like going to another city. Now I'm in the studio somehow again, you know. Or so it's like I don't really stay away from the work too much. But I try to. I have to like really sit down sometimes and make myself take a break.
What's been your favorite part, like, of LA since you moved here?
Favorite part, the weather. Yeah, 100% the weather. The weather, and then also just the access here is just unbelievable. Like for networking wise, you know, it's just you can definitely bump into people like that you never would have thought you'd meet. You know, just from being here. So I think I like that about LA because it helps you. just not. It kind of helps you just look at people as just regular people, like versus like this big person. Da, 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 like yeah. And I think that's what LA does. Like, it's so many famous people or whatever, but it kind of dumbs it down. When you get here, you're like, okay, everybody's regular. But from a different city, you could be like, you know, just oh my god, like
Yeah.
yeah, I see it happen all the time. Like people out of like my boy Dave Blunt's like he's blowing up. People like oh my god, like I see him in person. Like he's just like bro, like I'm just a regular, dude, like just chilling. And it's just funny to see like just how starstruck people be. Like I'm like, man, I hope one day I'm trying to make people starstruck too. And I think some people actually have been on a smaller level, but it's cool to see though, for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Shout
Yeah.
out Dave, man. We did a show last year. When I left the show, they was like my car was swarmed with people from the show. The show was so good that they were like all trying to get autographs and stuff after. So that was like a surreal moment too. Like I don't think I've done that, like getting doing autographs and stuff. So that
Hmm.
was pretty legendary.
Do you have one, or were you just making it up every time you signed,
Uh,
or do you kind of low key have one?
autograph type.
Hmm.
Nah, I was just writing Rasta.
Hmm.
Like they were like, "Yo, I'm never washing this shirt. I'm never throwing away this hat or whatever it was." So I was just like, "Yo, it was crazy though."
Mm,
Yeah,
that's dope. Well, I appreciate you pulling up, man.
yeah, man.
Also want to ask you if there is anything you could direct people to,
Mm.
like let's say people want to tap in with you
Yeah,
after this interview. I know, like they could check out like your social medias.
yeah.
Is there any particular song or anything you like
Mm.
will want people to dive into first, or a project or video?
Yeah, like check out I Love Rasta. I dropped last summer. So good. It's like a body of work to really, you know, Rasta for life as well. Rasta for life. And I got a new single out called Say Cheese. Incredible single. Like the video's about to drop. Man. And then I got just a lot of collabs, bangers dropping. It's just stay tuned to, all the platforms. Man, yeah, honestly, that's it. It's just a lot more hits coming up, bro. Like I'm like just been preparing myself for like that type of motion because I'm like, man, once it comes, like it's not gonna stop. So I'm excited, and I'm definitely built for it. Overly built for it, but it's in due time.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you, man. Thank
Thank you,
you.
man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all tap in, King Rasta.
Yeah, big rest, man.